It's the aptly named Super Tuesday, a rough and tumble night of politics. Voters weighing in loud and clear in the biggest night of the primary season. 12 states in all casting votes. Hillary Clinton, the projected winner in 7 states, with a strong support among women and black voters. And Donald Trump showing immense reach across the country. In the Northeast, a projected victory in Vermont and a projected big win in Massachusetts. And in Texas, where everything is bigger, even its outsized role in politics, Ted Cruz edging out a victory in his home state, considered a must-win to remain viable in this campaign. But the night still belongs to Donald Trump, also winning big in the South in Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee. Paula Ferris is at Trump headquarters with the road ahead. Paula.
Hi, Juju. Well, the Trump camp is extremely happy. They say what really stood out to them, the number of first-time voters and crossover voters that voted for Donald Trump on Super Tuesday. What can't be lost in the significance of all of this is that this event, his campaign headquarters, are in Florida at the Mar-a-Lago Club, which he owns. This is a state that votes exactly 2 weeks from today, a state where he has a commanding lead over Marco Rubio. Remember, this is Marco Rubio's home state, so the fact that this was a big night for Donald Trump, but he clearly has his eyes set on the next couple of weeks.
Paula Ferris in Florida tonight. Thanks. Let's take a look at the numbers tonight. Donald Trump also projected to win in Virginia and Arkansas. A round of crushing losses, though, for Marco Rubio tonight. He did manage to garner a projected win in Minnesota. Ted Cruz, though, beating out Rubio and Trump to take Oklahoma as well. And on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton steamrolling through the South, picking up a projected win in delegate-rich Texas and projected victories in Georgia, Alabama, Virginia, and Tennessee, and in her former home state of Arkansas. At the Clinton victory rally tonight, ABC's Matt Gutman is in Miami with the latest. Matt?
Wasn't so much a victory speech by Hillary Clinton, but it did seem like a speech by a victor. A hugely energized crowd here that cheered every time that they heard that Hillary Clinton was winning his state. They booed when they heard that Donald Trump was winning. And the guts of her speech was really about landing body blows against Donald Trump. She didn't mention him by name, but she mentioned everything that he has done. The crowd booing when they heard all the things that he has said. And she really projected herself as a uniting candidate. And that was what we saw in the crowd here, a very diverse crowd. Of course, Florida, very important for Hillary Clinton. Looking forward to March 15th. Hugely rich delegate pool here of 246 possible delegates. She hopes to win as many of them as possible, maybe clinch this race. Juju.
Matt Gutman also in Florida tonight. Thanks, Matt. Mrs. Clinton winning decisively overall with a narrow projected win in Massachusetts, but Bernie Sanders winning big in his home state of Vermont, also gaining projected wins in Oklahoma, Colorado, and Minnesota. But even with those wins, a closer look at the delegate count tells a different story. Clinton pulling ahead in what her camp is hoping could be an insurmountable lead. As for the Republicans, Trump consolidating his frontrunner status with a strong showing. But let's go back to Texas. Senator Ted Cruz holding on to his crucial home state. The question now is this make-or-break win enough to counter Donald Trump's momentum coming off a big Super Tuesday night? My Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts is there. Byron.
Good evening, Juju. Ted Cruz made the case to his supporters tonight that after 2 wins that he is the best Republican alternative to Donald Trump. But the mood here in the room was less celebratory and more relief. That yes, he won, but many here don't see the math to winning the nomination. The big winner by all accounts tonight on the Republican side was Donald Trump.
Already we've won 5 major states.
Thank you all so very much.
They're the presumptive nominees.
Now this campaign moves forward to the Crescent City, the Motor City, and beyond.
Super Tuesday, the single biggest day of voting in the presidential race thus far.
Voted for Marco Rubio.
Donald Trump, because I believe as a businessman, he can make a big difference to us in this country.
But the other candidates were trying to make a difference today, too, in the race for votes, that is.
Thank you very much.
Hoping to dethrone frontrunner Donald Trump.
Donald Trump thinks Vladimir Putin's a great guy. Trump talks admiringly about the way the Chinese government cracked down on the Chinese people in Tiananmen Square.
If you don't want to see Donald Trump as the nominee, if you don't want us to give this election to Hillary Clinton, then I ask you to stand with us today.
Even Bernie Sanders getting a jab in on Trump.
The political revolution is about
bringing our people together. We do not allow the Donald Trumps of the world to divide us up.
I spoke to Cruz today amidst the hustle and bustle at his polling location in Houston.
This is a big day for you, right?
Look, I'm encouraged.
He stopped to address the latest Trump controversy, former Ku Klux Klan leader David Duke's endorsement of Donald Trump.
Bigotry and the Klan have no place in public discourse, in politics, and I think anyone should have been willing to immediately denounce the Klan. And it was unfortunate that he didn't do so. He's better than that, and he should have known better.
Donald Trump, he joins us now.
But today on Good Morning America, Trump vehemently denied embracing Duke's support.
I disavowed him on Friday. I disavowed him right after that because I thought if there was any question, and you take a look at Twitter, almost immediately after on Twitter and Facebook, they were disavowed again.
In fact, in his eyes, Trump has done a lot for diversity.
There's nobody that's done so much for equality as I have. You take a look at Palm Beach, Florida. I built the Mar-a-Lago Club, totally open to everybody.
But that doesn't exactly come through at his rallies.
Get him out of here, please. Get him out.
Yesterday, he insisted a protester be removed, asking,
Are you from Mexico? Are you from Mexico? Right smack in the middle of my punchline.
Trump's latest antics and rhetoric seem to be once again working for him tonight. Last night, Trump's wife, Melania, rebuffed ideas that her husband is a racist.
When you hear, people saying he's racist, hearing him saying he's anti-immigrant, what do you think?
He's not. He's not racist. He's not anti-immigrant. He wants to keep America safe.
Despite not calling Trump by name, today more signs of panic in the GOP. The Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, sending a clear message to his party.
If a person wants to be the nominee of the Republican Party, there can be no evasion and no games. They must reject any group or cause that is built on bigotry.
And yet Trump seems a master at playing the race like a game, prompting others to try the play on his level.
I have never seen a human being sweat like he sweats.
A new Marco Rubio in recent days, taking on Trump's proportions, literally.
And you know what they say about men with small hands? You can't trust him.
His pores.
He doesn't sweat because his pores are clogged from the spray tan that he uses.
And his policy, almost.
Donald is not going to make America great. He's going to make America orange.
Bullies need to be stood up to, and I was proud and happy to do it. But it's not going to change my campaign and what we're about.
Vice President Joe Biden weighing in tonight on the divide in the GOP.
I want to thank Donald Trump. That's a joke. The stuff he's doing and others, including Cruz and others, he's making the American people look in the mirror. And the American people are honest. When they look in the mirror, they see what's looking back at them.
While the attacks on Trump may have not worked out for Rubio, perhaps they did for Ted Cruz, who was also a winner tonight.
Donald Trump's path to the nomination remains more likely. And that would be a disaster for Republicans.
And Chris Christie's winning social media tonight. The hashtag #FreeChrisChristie trending after Christie's awkward looks at the Trump press conference drew mockery. Tonight, Trump might consider a turn of focus, Hillary Clinton.
Once we get all of this finished, I'm going to go after one person. That's Hillary Clinton.
A new CNN ORC poll out today indicates that Trump would lose against Democratic frontrunner Hillary Clinton in the general election. After icing the media for 88 days, Clinton finally taking questions from reporters today.
I'm going to keep going. I've got a lot of work to do between now and next Tuesday and the Tuesday after that.
Now it seems Hillary has one eye on Sanders and one eye on Trump as we head into the November election. In Monday's New York Times, Clinton's advisors and strategists highlighted a plan to test ads that would portray Trump as, quote, a misogynist and an enemy to the working class whose brash temper will put the nation and the world in grave danger. Tonight, Hillary Clinton taking a subtle jab at Trump.
I believe what we need in America today is more love and kindness. Instead of building walls, we're going to break down barriers.
Trump, in typical form, was much more direct.
I watched Hillary's speech, and she's talking about wages have been poor and everything's doing badly, but we're going to make it. She's been there for so long. I mean, if she hasn't straightened it out by now, she's not going to straighten it out in the next 4 years. It's just going to become worse and worse.
Our thanks to Byron Pitts from Texas.